before one of them got a fungal growth off. That's 300 gas he just lost, and it did 0 damage. Oh, that was depressing to see.
So frustrating. And now it looks like mikecookie actually researching Burrow. I don't think this is a tech that we've seen so far in this game. Haven't even seen a single Overseer being morphed in any of this series. It was close. SCSaampson, as he came over to that gold where mikecookie was destroying those rocks, he almost scouted out the third base for mikecookie, but I don't think he's actually seen it. It would really behoove him to go and attack that right now because it's completely undefended at this point.
Behoove, I like your vocabulary, sir. I've not heard that word in years. But one thing that might help mikecookie quite a bit in this game is we have not seen him get a third before his opponent yet in this series. And yet this game he does have a third up. It is not mining yet, but he does have a third up and running before Samson. And this could really, really help him because he has not had the units he's needed to ever deal with Samson's army.
Definitely, and not does a moment pass when I do not eat my own words, but we see here at SCSaampson's Natural now, one Overseer has been morphed, so I believe that is the first Overseer this series has seen. Not sure, don't quote me on that because it could be incorrect.
But we do have, what is this, about 20 Banelings by Samson here, and with the heavy infestors and Hydralisk, both those units are just going to get eaten alive by Banelings. Unless he does good tanking with the Roaches, his whole army could just completely melt before the Mutalisks even get there.
Definitely. I'm not as sure if I agree with this idea. Moving out before you get really good creep spread with Hydra is a dangerous move. And now it looks like SCSaampson has seen it. Don't know if it looks like he's moving his Banelings off to the side, trying to get a flanking maneuver when those on those Hydra and those Infestors come in, but it looks like they're going to go right down into the third of SCSaampson, trying to do a little damage, maybe even pick off this third hatchery before it gets even started mining. That would be a huge loss for SCSaampson. It
does look like they are going to be able to snipe it easily, and the units are out of position. The Banelings are so far away. If the Mutalisks fly in now, they're going to have no Baneling support from behind, but the Banelings are behind, and they're coming in. Is he going to get a fungal growth off of the Banelings in time? But no, they're going to blow up half the Hydra. Fungal growth stops about half the Banelings, but still so much of the army got killed right there by the Hydralisks and the Banelings. It's going to be another slaughter.
Very good awareness, very good flank by SCSaampson, bringing those Banelings around in the top just right a few moments after Baneling speed is finished. Of course, a little bit of fungal growth going off on these Mutalisks, really getting them, all of them, low in the ground, low in the HP count, whereas the Roaches here from mikecookie are in fact low in the ground, as they burrowed, knowing they would not be able to get back in time before the Mutalisks picked them off their base. Looks like some burrowed Hydralisks also over here, just hanging out, having a party under the ground, similar to under the sea, but not quite as cool.
Yeah, it looks like mikecookie is in a terrible position here. Those Hydralisks popping up on top of Roaches, that's definitely not where you want your Hydras to be positioned. Yeah, it looks like this game is going to end very quickly. I would be very shocked to see mikecookie be able to hold this one off. If he did, that would be an amazing turn of events right here.
One interesting thing to note is in previous games, mikecookie has really favored a lot of queens against this Mutalisk build, and I don't really see a lot of queens right now. 3 queens on the way. Looks like one of them building in the hatchery that's about to get picked off down at the ramp. So it just looks like it didn't get quite enough queens to deal with all of these Mutalisks. Don't think it's going to be good for him.
SCSaampson back at his base having a little problem with his micro. It seems during this attack, mikecookie ran about 7 or 8 Roaches down to the natural manure line of Samson, and Samson mistook one of his own Roaches for the enemy and ended up using all of his drones to kill it.
Oh no! Finally, now those drones getting back to work. The income going to pop back up for SCSaampson. Has 10 Hydra coming out for mikecookie. Looks like he may actually be able to kill all the rest of these Roaches and these Mutalisks, as SCSaampson has not been reinforcing as well as he could have been. Although here comes some more Circlings, but it looks like those Hydralisks are going to be enough to come in and pick off everything else that's here.
Oh, if there's those 3 more Hydralisks with burrowed under the ground, I think he's in an okay position here, but for how long? Look at after this attack, the drone count, he is down, wow. He's actually only down 8 drones right now. He might not be in as bad of a position as I thought he was. I have to eat my words on that. Never mind. I thought he had lost so much more.
Well, 4 more Mutalisks just coming out now, and a lot of Zerglings queued up. So it's possible that the macro of SCSaampson could come in and just overrun mikecookie, but mikecookie still continuing to pump out units. His now has no mining going on in his natural. The only mining going on is at his third base. I don't. There's a few drones left on the main base, but not a lot of mining going on at all.
He did just transfer several probes to his natural, though. He does, or drones, excuse me. He transferred about 15 to his natural, which is going to help his economy quite a bit now.
And here come the Zerglings and going to clean up this third base nicely and handily as all the roaches and hydras are over here at the natural waiting for the mutalisks to come. Oh, it looks like they might not actually be able to pick off the hatchery as these roaches and hydra come in. Going to be able to clean up that Zergling attack.
Interesting tactic there to burrow your army in the middle of an attack. It was very good. His army could have easily killed it, though. I'm not quite sure why he used that burrow. But Samson, one thing I've liked about his play in these games is he waits. He hasn't been going all in. He hasn't been sacrificing his whole army too much in any of these games. He's doing a good job of pulling back and rebuilding his army and going back for a final push. He knows when he's ahead, and he's doing a really good job of taking advantage of that.
You're definitely very tempting in StarCraft if you feel like you're ahead to try to go for the win, just to try to push in, attack move to the back of your enemy's base, and just see if you can win it if you feel like you're ahead, and that can really have really negative repercussions, especially if your opponent is able to reinforce well and can hold it off, and then you're all of a sudden without an army. And especially for Zerg, that's difficult because while you're doing that attack, you're not building drones. You're only building units, and then it comes back to bite you in the butt if you lose your whole army. Of course, you don't have the saturation you need. You don't have the drones, and then you end up being way behind in terms of economy later in the game.
Oh, definitely true here. And it looks like the final push may be coming from Samson right now, who's slowly creeping his Mutalisks and Lings, as well as 2 Overseers, forward towards the third of mikecookie. And as soon as that goes down, I mean, this game will be over. He'll have one more base, and he won't be able to expand again. Oh, and that base is going to go down.
Third is going to go down, and also the third for SCSaampson getting focused down by these roaches and hydra. But unfortunately, I think that the mobility of the mutalisks is again going to come into play here. Mutalisks and speedlings, of course, going to be able to come back and defend and flank this army as it's trying to retreat. Not a good position for mikecookie to be in, unfortunately. His slower units, the roaches and the hydra, oh, now they're burrowing.
He is burrowed, but look, here comes 2 Overseers. Oh no, he is not going to be happy when the Overseer flies over this army. Oh no, and there goes the whole army while it was burrowed underground.
Oh, quite an unfortunate thing to have happen. Both players trading bases, of course, that third base going down for both players, but now the entire army for mikecookie has been annihilated, and he is trying to get back into this game, continuing to build roaches, but I don't really see enough queens and hydras to deal with this incredible mutalisk force which SCSaampson has really been portraying in these last 3-4 games even.
Yeah, he has been playing really well. He got off to a bad start, went 0-2, but it looks like with this push right here, these mutalisks are going to clean everything up, and he's going to take 3 games in a row, which is going to be quite amazing. Being down 0-2, how demoralizing can that be? And then coming back and winning 3 games straight.
Quite a heartbreaker for mikecookie, definitely. mikecookie winning 2 early games very quickly early on in the series, and now losing 3 there. There's the GG from mikecookie. Going to be finishing up game 5 now in this series. Definitely going to go very, very interesting games, very fascinating games. A few short games, definitely some awesome macro games as well. So we will have to see how this finishes out. We've got a 6th game coming up. The series is now in SCSaampson's favor, 3-2, as you said, Myers.
Alrighty, let's get ready for Game 6.
Alright.